People often ask what they should do if they think they have a diagnosis of autism. So the first thing I usually advise is for them to have a think about what a diagnosis would mean to them. Because there isn't a cure for autism. It's not like having a diagnosis of pneumonia, because then you can have antibiotics, or even mental health disorders like depression or anxiety. There's many good treatment options and therapeutic interventions that are all really effective. And there isn't a clear-cut kind of cure for autism spectrum disorder. It just means that your brain works slightly differently. And actually, that's okay. And we wouldn't want to cure that anyway, because it can be a superpower. And people with autism can have amazing memories and have amazing focus. And having a restricted interest in something means that you can become an expert in something. But equally, having autism and having a brain that works slightly different in this world can be really difficult. So things that we take for granted, if you're more neurotypical, like having a conversation, interpreting people's behavior, managing change, that can all be really exhausting and really hard work for someone who's more neurodiverse. And because of that, because you're having to put extra effort in just managing everyday life, you can become very anxious, you can become depressed. Some people even develop more serious mental health problems like psychosis. So sometimes it is really helpful to find a reason why you have found those things difficult. It can be validating and it can help you understand yourself a lot better. And equally, even though I've said there isn't a cure for autism spectrum disorder, it doesn't mean that you can't get support and engage in activities and interventions that make life easier. Because once you know what you find difficult and once you know what you're good at, you can change the way you work or the way you study. You can have adapted therapeutic interventions that might support you with like anxiety and interactions or depression. So definitely, if you have struggled for a long time and you want to understand yourself better, then a diagnosis can be really helpful.